welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I passed my NCLEX on the first try in 75 questions. Stay tuned. So if you're like me, you want to take your NCLEX once and you want to be done with it. I'm going to share with you the 3 resources that I use to pass my NCLEX on the first try in 75 questions. The first resource I use is the Hearst review. The Hearst review was already built into my tuition. My school had a live instructor fly out. We went over about 4 to 5 main topics, and the live instructor basically read each fill in the blank, and we had to fill everything in with her. That was kind of helpful. It was more helpful for some than others because it's very fast paced, and it helped a lot of people with our HESI exit exam. So after you go through the main topics, there's other smaller topics that you go through to help you with your HESI exam. So I graduated in December. I didn't start studying until about January. So in January, I had everything mapped out of how I wanted to go ahead and finish reviewing all the videos. I did finish all the videos that Hearst provided. That helped me break down different topics. If there was a topic that I wasn't so clear about, I did watch it about 2 to 3 times. That review helped. They had some practice questions on there that I did take a practice test. I didn't do one of those practice tests, but I did take about 2 of their practice tests. I feel like the tests were helpful because you got an idea of what type of questions that could be asked about a particular topic, and then that way you know, okay, what do I need to study? So the second resource I use is YouWorld. YouWorld has different packages. The package I chose was the 2,000 questions. It comes with, I believe it comes with all the packages, the 2,000 questions. But I purchased one with a practice test. So while I was doing YouWorld, I was ranked like 19th percentile. So when you're doing YouWorld questions, don't pay too much attention to what percentile you're ranking because it'll bring down your confidence. Because I was Googling like 19th percentile while I passed the NCLEX. And a lot of people had like 53 percentile and all type of crazy numbers like that. So I would say don't pay attention to what percentile you're ranked on in YouWorld. If you go through all the questions and read the rationales, you'll be fine. So I completed all 2,000 questions. I read all my rationales. What I did though, YouWorld has a search feature. Once you've answered questions, you can search particular topics. But if you haven't answered a question, then it won't come up in the search. So if there was a topic that I wasn't too sure about, or for some reason it wasn't clicking, what I would do is I would go to that section and I would type in that topic. So for instance, if you're having a hard time grasping Crohn's disease, you would just type in Crohn's in the search box, and it'll bring up all the questions related to Crohn's. So that way you have an idea of what type of questions the NCLEX is going to ask you in regards to that topic. So it kind of sets it in your brain. When you see it on the NCLEX, you don't get too nervous because it's but so many different ways they can ask you a question about this one disease. So I recommend that you go through all the questions. I recommend that you search all the topics that are not clicking and make sure that you read all your rationales. If you don't read your rationales, you're basically just clicking through questions. You're not really understanding anything, and you won't get the full value of YouWorld. I do recommend that you get one of the packages that has the practice tests. Now, the practice test will tell you what is your chance of passing. So it's like very good, good. There's like a few other rankings and it'll tell you. So for that one, after I completed all the questions and I searched the topics, I did go ahead and take that practice test. So when I took that practice test, I had a very high percentage of passing. So that boosts my confidence a lot. I'm like, okay, very high. So I went in, took my Nclex exam, and the Nclex is set up just like YouWorld. So how your YouWorld question screen looks, that's exactly how your Nclex will look. Which gives you a kind of comfort level because you've seen the layout before. You just answering your questions just like you've been answering them on YouWorld. So I definitely recommend that you get YouWorld. Make sure you just answer all your questions and you'll do great on your Nclex exam. So the third and final thing, but certainly not the least, is Mark K. So I listened to all of Mark K's audio. If you have not heard about Mark K, if you have not listened to Mark K, I suggest you get your hands on some of Mark K's lectures. Mark K saved my life. His lectures broke down everything. And he taught you how to remember things and actually learn them instead of trying to memorize them. So I know every nursing student has seen those pictures where they're breaking down, for instance, hypothyroidism. They have this picture of a man laying there and they have all these different things trying to describe it. So you, like, who's going to remember all of that? Mark K breaks everything down so that way you can remember everything. So you need to get your hands on some Mark K.